Welcome back. As we promised, we are going to speak about developing the capitals of Egyptian provinces nationwide from the Delta to Upper Egypt. No more centralization, despite the fact that there are such sincere and great efforts exerted to develop Greater Cairo, but also to develop the capitals of the provinces is another issue, another side of the coin. To shed more light on this, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Professor Dr. Ahmed Hadedy, Professor of Planning. A very good morning to you, Dr. Ahmed.
Hello, good morning.
Sir, we are speaking about a very ambitious project to develop every single capital of all provinces all over Egypt. Of course, better late than never. But in your opinion, how this project is going to lessen the burden on the densely populated areas and to create new communities?
The Egyptian government is working hard to develop the capital of 13 provinces all over Egypt, including Cairo, including Damietta, Kafr Sheikh, Gharbiya. All of these governorates or provinces, the government is looking after it and trying to develop all the capitals for the first 13 governorates to enhance the living standards of the people and provide a lot of services which can serve the community who are living in these capitals.
And to what extent do you see this project as complementary to Decent Life Initiative? If Decent Life Initiative is directed to raise the standard of life of more than 55 million Egyptians in the countryside, developing the capitals of the provinces, the cities, is the other side of the coin. If you agree with me on that.
I agree with you in that. Totally agree, because now if you are upgrading the capitals of these provinces by providing all the services needed and all the facilities which are mandatory for the facilitating the lives of the people, so now you are boosting and enhancing the concept of decentralization.
Yeah. Sir, one of the most important priorities of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi since he assumed office is to get rid of all slums or dangerous areas. To what extent do you think that this project is going to add to this? Egypt is going, inshallah, to be declared totally free of slums. True?
I agree with you, and we can see that in Al Asmarat. You can see the difference between Al Asmarat 4 years ago and now, how it looks like. It totally has been converted from a slum to nice buildings which can accommodate the people to enjoy a life characterized by nice standards and a decent life standard.
Also, this project is implemented already, it started already, and it's going to continue this way to be implemented according to the nature of each governorate or each province. What's really great about Egypt is the diversity, and particularly, for example, if we take the historical Cairo and the shrines in downtown Cairo, like the shrine of Al-Imam al-Hussein or As-Sayyida Nafisa, and the visit of the president himself to witness this reconstruction or development, this is sending a real message that everything is going to be developed with the taste of the place or the area. Would you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I was so happy to see His Excellency President Sisi while attending the final touches for the reconstruction of Imam Hussein. And this sends the message that we are building the future, and at the same time we are preserving our heritage, and we are working hard on improving its image.
Yes.
So we are building the future and we are preserving our history.
In the same time. Sir, we are taking into consideration every aspect. I mean, the social, the economic, the cultural, the historical, as you
kindly mentioned. The triple bottom line of sustainability, yes.
I'm sorry?
The triple bottom line of sustainability.
I mean, to what extent do you think that, sir, this project is going also maybe change the tourism map? I mean, there are going to be more new places to attract tourists and in the same time to attract investors to invest in such places and to have their own projects of tourism.
If we can summarize all of what you have said in one word, we can say العالمين. العالمين is, I said many times before in several interviews that العالمين is not a touristic place only, but it became a gate for investment. And you can see a lot of people over there are investing in Al Alamein city because it became an international city on the Egyptian land where people can live, learn, study, and enjoy their life. So it's a place full of all the amenities needed for life.
New potentials, amen to that. Sir, also, Al Alamein city, it's a new city, but for example, let's go to the Delta, to Banha, to Al Zazi, to Al Mansoura. If we find San Al Hagar, for example, developed and to receive tourists as San Al Hagar is Thebes or Tiba of the Delta. And this is also going to be implemented on Tel Al Amarna in Al Minya. The tourism map in Egypt, is it going to change after or during the implementation of such project?
I mean, like as I said before, we are building the future and at the same time we are preserving our history. So what do you mean by this can be changed? Do you mean to change it to the worst or change it to the best?
To the better, of course.
Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I mean that we are changing everything to the best. We are building the future and at the same time we are preserving the image of our history. So we are doing a restoration for whatever is indicating the history of people of Egypt.
Yes. Sir,
yeah.
Including the private sector into this project, I think it's also one of the key elements behind its success. If you elaborate on that, please.
One more time, please. The line was not clear.
Sir, you don't hear me well?
Yeah, I wasn't hearing you well. So would you please repeat the question one more time?
Yes, I was speaking about the private sector and including the private sector into implementing these projects of developing the capitals of our provinces. I think, in my humble opinion, it's one of the key elements behind its success. If you agree with me on that.
I totally agree with you because they are characterized by the financial capital, the high financial capital. Moreover, they are equipped with a lot of equipment, high-tech equipment, and they have the knowledge to carry out and execute these projects. So to have or include the private sector in these projects is a very good asset for the success of these projects.
And it's going to offer more job opportunities, meaning it's going also to include the youth from different fields to build their own future with their own hands.
Yes, I agree with you. Like for instance, the new administrative capital provided about 6.5 million job opportunity for people. So you can see how it offers a lot of job opportunities.
Dr. Ahmed Hadedy, Professor of Planning, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day.
Thank you a lot.
By this, we come to the end of this episode of our breakfast show. Stay tuned only on Nile TV International always for more updates. And for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. You are in the company of my dear colleague Amal Mukhtar and myself, Nirmeen Abdurrahman. Many thanks for watching. Tomorrow is another day, another episode, and another crew. It's a goodbye for now.